Okay, welcome to the Instructor Control Center video for Public Goods game. It also works for the Cartel game and soon to come Common Resource game. So you can follow these basic settings for that. And I already started a game, so if you need to know how to do that, you can watch our EconApps starting in a game video. Okay. Alright, so here's the main control center, where you have the four buttons to start, stop, pause, and end. You can also use these buttons up here to end the game at any point. Email results. Now you need to have at least one round to have results to email, and a survey. So you can actually load a web page here, and right now I'll just show you how it's done. But if you're using a router instead of a Wi-Fi channel that's connected to the internet, you're just going to see a blank screen. Okay, and otherwise you'd see the Google page. Now I'm just going to end the survey, and as you can see, it'll go away, and we've got our users waiting for the round to start. Now you can change settings in between any round for public goods and Cartel game and soon Common Resource game, and you do that through the Round Variables tab down here. Okay, and so you can change a lot of things. You can have, and this is the default settings here. So they have the time limit, 3 minutes. Size of each group is automatically set to how many clients you have connected. I have 2 connected right now. You can force the group size. Okay. You can choose to have fixed groups or rematch after each round. You could change the token endowment, which will change the table that the clients will see. You can change the multiplier, and when you change that multiplier, say to 2, you'll notice that your marginal per capita return will change. In this case, it changed to 1. Okay. And then we have some other settings that you can view the documentation on afterwards, such as if you want to have a provision point, you would just change this from 0 to any positive number. Now, it would automatically trigger a government provision point, so if you want to turn that off, you would just make that as 0. And then there's other switches such as the federal government provision. You can find more documentation on that there. But some of the things that are not working at the moment is matching. Okay, so there's no matching setting for this that's active yet. Okay, so right now it's just a voluntary provision point. Now, what you can also do is you can reset the database, look at the student's token table, or you can reset to the default values. And as you can see, everything got changed back there. Okay. Alright, so if I preview the table, I can make sure I have the table set up before I start the round. And you'll actually see the full table, whereas your clients will only be able to see basically a section of the table. Okay, so basically they'll be able to see like the top half, but it's scrollable, so you'll see that again there. Alright, so once we're satisfied with that, we can move on to the next tab. That's the round info. As you can see, nothing's loaded yet because we haven't made any decisions. And here is the user information. So you can use this to reconnect them if they get lost. Restart the user. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a round. And when I do that, it's going to load the client screens. Okay. And there's 3 ways to end a round. Okay, you can let the time run out. All the clients can submit their decisions by pressing and holding this done button. Or you can stop the round yourself and it'll submit wherever the current distribution of tokens are at. So if this person hasn't made their decision yet and they've picked 3, you can hit stop and that will trigger the end round sequence. So you'll start to get the round results and everything will come through. Now it will stay in this viewing screen until you press the end button here. So once you press that end button, you're going to see a couple things here. So first you're going to be able to change the settings. And you can actually do this while the current round's active and it'll have it set up for the next round. And now you can see decisions made for that first round. In this table here. And now you're ready to start another round. Okay. So once you start another round, clients will see the previous round. We're just going to do another pause here. If we hit pause, it'll just say the game's paused, and you can use that to have a discussion or to reconnect the client. And we're going to do the quick stop to end this early. Okay. All right. So once this round ends, you can email the results to yourself. And so. Not sure why the keyboard's looking like that. Probably a feature of the iPad. Let me check the... Okay, there we go. There's a scroll lock issue. Okay, so I can send that data to myself. Now, if you're not connected to the internet, it won't send that email until you do connect to the internet. That sounds obvious, but it's important to remember that if you're using multiple different iPads, you can't remember which iPad is the Instructor when you come back to it later. Okay, so then you can just hit the home button or you can finish the game and hit continue, and then it'll give you that thank you for using EconApps, and it will tell the students about the app. And that's the tutorial. Thanks.